All right, so it is Thursday, and we're going to talk about burning the boats. I want to tell a quick story real quick, and I hope I don't butcher it. Got a buddy by the name of Tony Hoffa that works with me that tells the story way better than I do, but it's a good one. I'll try not to mess it up, but there's a good moral to the story. So, I think there's somebody named Cortez. I'm not a history major or anything like that, so bear with me, but I understand that somebody was trying to invade some island or something like that. But anyway, they brought all the soldiers and they brought all the troops with them. And they said, all right, I guess we have to handle some business. We have to take over. We have to go to war. It's about to go down. And so I think they started losing the battle. It did not go as planned whatsoever. And next thing you know, they were like, I think we should go back to the boats. Maybe if we hide out on the boats and when it's all over, we can just sail back to wherever we came from. And that's the end of it, right? And so the leader was like, no, we are not going back. We either sink or swim. So what we're going to do, we're going to torch the boats. We're going to burn the boats. Our backs against the wall. We will not retreat. We will not give up. We will not go back. It is fight or die. And you leave it all on the line right here. So they ended up going all in, balls to the wall, ended up slaughtering everybody. I don't know. They won. Point blank period, they won. The point is, when their back was against the wall, when they felt like they had absolutely nothing else to do but sink or swim, fight or die, they gave it all they have, and they came back and won. It's kind of like, when Jordan used to come back in the day. I'm sorry, I was born and raised in Chicago. I'm a big Chicago Bulls fan. He used to come back, from like being 15 points down or whatever, come back, buzzer beaters, all that kind of stuff. They gave it all they got. So we're talking about burning the boats, guys. We're talking about going all the way in, 2 feet on the ledge, and just going all in, and just jumping off and sinking in and not having a care in the world. So let's talk about how we can do that. So maybe you're on the island. Maybe you're on the island of complacency or mediocrity, or you're on the hashtag team average. It's quite okay. I know if I asked every single person that's watching this video right now, do you want to be average? The answer is no. Everybody wants to excel. Everybody wants to get a little bit better, but they're afraid a little bit. Something's preventing you from going back, and it's fear, and I know it's fear. Getting outside of that comfort zone that we talked about yesterday. I hope you guys are putting that into practice, because that's a major key. The first step is getting outside your comfort zone and doing something that you're afraid of, because on the other side of that, that's where the amazing things happen. But guys, we got to start now. We really got to start now. I don't care if you set a New Year's resolution goal and you are no way near close to that yet. It doesn't matter. I don't care if we're 3/4 of the way through the year and you haven't made the amount of money that you want to make right now. It does not matter. Time does not matter. We talked the other day, guys, about people that are like in their 50 that's just, they found a new leaf, they found a new life, and they're jumping all in, and they're getting into fitness and running 5Ks and going back to school and getting their degrees, because they understand that the power is in right now. And that's what I encourage you guys to do. A lot of us are just sitting and we're waiting for the right moment. Well, guys, the right moment is never going to come. The right moment is right now, because we know that tomorrow is not promised. So I ask you, literally, just take a second and think to yourself. Ask yourself, what is preventing me from going all the way in and being great at what I want to do right now? Take a moment to think about that while I look over my notes. Thank you for tuning in with me again, guys. If you're watching live, do me a favor, hit that share button so your buddies can check it out and get their daily dose and start off this morning very good with some positivity, because we're more than halfway through the week. All right, so here's a new way to look at excuses, guys, because that's exactly what's preventing you from being where you want to be right now. It's flat out excuses. I guarantee you, if you have a family or a significant other, or you care deeply about someone and you start looking at excuses like this, I guarantee this will spark something in your life. Start looking at excuses like you're hurting 2 people. Excuses are like telling your loved ones that I don't care about you. Think about this. If you're in sales, if you're commission-based, whatever the case may be, if your work ethic, if your hard work determines your income, every time you make an excuse of why you can't be great, or why you can't excel, or why you can't graduate that income, that's like telling a family or loved one that you don't care about them. Your means to provide is based off of your income, and your income is based off of how hard you work. So therefore, any excuse that prevents you from excelling and making more money and doing the things that you absolutely love so you can be able to take care of your loved one is just like telling them, yo, I don't care about you. I don't. And your loved ones do not deserve that whatsoever. You know you love them to death. You know what you're supposed to do. I ask people this all the time. I say, hey, here's the deal. Here's the deal. are you doing this? And they say, no, I'm not doing this. Well, I say, why? Why aren't you doing this? And, well, I'm not doing this because blah, 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 and this and that. They come up with all these excuses. And I say, okay, so you know you are supposed to be doing this, right? Yeah, I know I'm supposed to be doing this. Okay, if you did do this, what would happen? Well, if I did that, then this would happen, and this would happen, and that would lead to this and that happening, and that happening. Okay, so you see the end result. You're here, you know you're supposed to be doing this. If you do this, then that'll lead to this, and that will lead to this, which makes everything else really nice. My question to you is, if you know the answers to the test, then why are you taking the test wrong, buddy? Seriously, that's like having a cheat sheet right next to the test, and you got all the answers, but you're like, nope, I'm gonna do it wrong. I'm gonna just do it wrong. Forget all that. Nope, not gonna do it. It comes down to laziness, guys. That's all it is. It's flat out laziness. We talked yesterday about tip number 5 of what successful people do. I should do this as a quiz for you guys that's tuning in live. If you know the answer, type it in. It was the most important one if you tuned in yesterday to the Daily Dose of what the 5 tips of what the most successful people do. If you guys don't have the answer, it's quite okay. I'll give it to you right now. The most successful people do the things that all the people that aren't successful don't want to do. Y'all remember yesterday we made the commitment. Some of you guys, I read it in the comments. You typed it. I'll do it. I'll do it. You remember that? How many of you actually put that into practice? Give me some likes or give me some hearts if you told somebody yesterday, I'll do it. Or if you got outside your comfort zone and you did something that somebody else didn't want to do because you're trying to climb that ladder of success. I appreciate you. Hit the like or the heart button if you did that. So the time is now, guys. I'm not going to spend much more time on the Daily Dose today because I know some of you guys got to get your priorities taken care of. I got to go to the dentist. I got to keep these boys looking really good right now. Got to get that taken care of. But the power and the time is now, guys. Go all in. It's like that movie. I don't know the name of that movie, but y'all know where the girl's like, what are you waiting for? It's true. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Somebody type the name of that movie. I can't remember, but I know somebody. I know I have some movie buffs in here or something like that. Here's the deal, guys. Nike has the best slogan. I mean, and they've been around forever. Just do it. What do you got to lose? Nothing. If you continue to do the same things you're doing right now, you're going to continue to get the same results. And nobody, I haven't met a single person that's like, yep, I'm exactly happy with where I am right now and the results that I've got. I've never asked a person like, hey, are you truly happy with where you are in life right now and what you've accomplished? I haven't met a single person that said, yeah, I'm here. Because we all want to go a little bit further. So in order to get results that you've never got before, guys, you got to do things that you've never done. So burn the boats and jump all in, guys. Back against the wall. Balls to the wall. Sink or swim. Fight or die. Right now. Because it ain't promised. The best thing that I did was start living my life 24 hours at a time. I had a revelation. See, scary movie. I knew somebody was going to know. Shout out Brandon Davis. Good to see you, baby. The best thing I did, my revelation that I got from Hustle and Grind Con was that I'm living my life 24 hours at a time. I'm looking at life like this, guys. I got 24 hours every single day. At the end of 24 hours, who knows? I might not be here. So if that's going to be the case, then I'm going to live my absolute best life. I'm going to try to inspire this world. I'm going to try to change this world. I'm going to have a positive impact on somebody's life. I'm going to be a good servant. I am going to do God's work and make sure that I have a positive impact on somebody's life. And maybe that'll inspire them to be a better person, whatever the case may be. But start living your life 24 hours at a time. That's just something that I did that I think, hey, maybe if you give it a try and you start doing it, maybe you'll start having a better life, because that's the only thing I want for everybody is to have a better life, guys. And last but not least, before I go, this is something that I really want you guys to know. You have to really go through some bad stuff to appreciate the good. We're going to talk a little bit more about this tomorrow on Friday. But let that sink in real quick. Don't get so upset when bad things happen to you guys. It's inevitable. It's life. Life happens. Bad stuff is going to happen. You just can't change it. It's just going to happen. But you have to go through that bad stuff to really start appreciating the good times. If life was just perfect and everything was just fine and dandy, you would never appreciate it. That's why people like trust fund babies and stuff like that. Like, what's wrong with these kids? They're so spoiled. They're this and they're that. They have no emotion. They don't care. They never went through something bad. So tomorrow, we're going to talk about some bad stuff that I went through, and that's why I appreciate life right now, because there's so much good stuff going on in my life. But if I didn't have the bad stuff to counteract it or balance it out, I wouldn't really appreciate it. So thank you for tuning in with me for a few minutes this morning, getting your daily dose of some positivity and motivation. Y'all know I mess up all the time. Give me time. Give me time. I'm new to this, but my 2 feet are in. I'm swimming. Are you swimming? Burn the boats and go all in, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. Do me a favor, hit the share button, let your friends know. My name is Marcus Stone, and I'm the host of The Daily Dose, and somebody needs their positivity and inspiration. I got the antidote, guys. Remember, I am here to make the world smile and change people's lives. Y'all have a fantastic Throwback Thursday.